Okay, so Bitcoin broke this key support level, but right now is in this green zone. What does that mean? The data profile on World Portal is starting to look pretty interesting. Altcoins getting rejected here is not the best sign that I want to see right now, but I will show you some signs in today's video that will be very important for altcoins. Could this be an ABC correction? So the stablecoin dominance has been breaking out on the momentum indicator as well. What does this signal mean? So guys, let's jump straight into it, and we are starting of course on this beautiful morning with Bitcoin price action. And I gotta be honest guys, things are not looking that bad so far because we had this very massive rally in the Bitcoin price. So far we are having a correction into the green zone like I've been mentioning. And yeah, to be honest guys, we actually have been predicting the price action lately very accurate. We were a little bit too early bullish in this period because we had that last dip right here, but we actually remained bullish during this whole period. Bitcoin had this massive rally, and the first time that we were talking about signs of a correction was actually at the top. While many people were already talking about black swans and corrections during these consolidation periods, which based on price action was not visible from my perspective. But yeah, in hindsight guys, this was a pretty good strategy that we have applied over the past couple of weeks into the Bitcoin price action. So I'm pretty happy with that. Things are going pretty well. So if we have a look at the structure first of Bitcoin, it looks like we could have a ABC correction right here. That is a very good sign because that means that we can continue this bigger uptrend, that this is an impulsive wave with an ABC correction to continue another big wave to the upside. I think this is actually guys the most likeliest scenario, and it's a little bit fine-tuning on where we are going to see if the correction is already finished or whether we are going to still see this thing go a little bit lower, which is of course very much possible. But we are going into the end of the 60-day cycle. We are on day 53. And I wouldn't be surprised, guys, because we are already late in this bull market. We had already pretty big rally. I wouldn't surprise if the 60-day cycle lows would come earlier than the exact 60-day mark. So because we are in that later phase of the bull market, things can accelerate, and therefore the 60-day cycles maybe will be 55 days or 58 days. Because things are getting very excited and it goes faster. So it is not a guarantee, of course, but it is possible. So if you want to have a confirmation on whether the 60-day cycle low is in play, we basically want to have a break above the 10-day moving average, which right now is at $106,700 US. So guys, just from structure perspective right here, it's looking very good. Then guys, I want to share with you the World Portal data, and this chart was actually very beautiful, which we also used in predicting that Bitcoin is going to go up in this period from 75k all the way to 110k. What you can see right here, guys, is that we have the price coming up. While the price is coming up, we have selling pressure increasing, while the momentum indicator is very high, and even here creating a bearish divergence. This is like and I think we even mentioned it right here on the channel, guys, because I'm looking often at this metric. This is the perfect storm for bearish price action because we have selling pressure, momentum indicator is very thick, is very high. And then we have a bearish divergence coming in and the momentum indicator rolling over, as you can see right here. These three combined is a very perfect storm for lower price actions on the daily time frame. And then when we come down right here, we have the exact opposite data profile when everyone was bearish. So we're coming from the red right here, already going up a little bit, and then here we formed that bullish divergence, and we have no selling pressure, and at some moments there's even buying pressure coming in, and then the price goes up crazy, right? We had a very nice rally right here, And now we have some increased selling pressure. I would say it's not that alarming, because if you look at the red right here and you look at the red right here, there's a difference. But especially, guys, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, it is getting even better, because the selling pressure, as you can see on the 4-hour time frame, is decreasing. So we have the selling pressure decreasing. We are at support. We do not yet, and this is also that maybe we're still going to see a little bit lower levels, because we do not yet see a bullish divergence. It doesn't necessarily always have to be a bullish divergence, but we don't see that right now. And we do not see this one curving back up. But what we do see, guys, is that the sentiment right now is red. The sentiment is negative, which is again as well a positive sign. So although this is not telling us now that we have already seen the bottom, it is telling us that the data is already adjusting to getting closer to bottoming data. So if you are panicking in the price action right now, we might go a little bit lower, but we already see a lot of positive signs on the data profile. Then, guys, a chart that I do not like too much, but it doesn't necessarily has to mean anything serious right now, is the crypto market cap from the altcoins, because we had this declining channel. We broke this declining channel to the downside. Then we retested the former support as resistance, and now we're coming down. I actually want to see something like this, guys, because maybe I spend a little bit of time outside of this channel, but breaking below these lows again is definitely not going to be good for altcoins, at least in the shorter term time frame. It means that there will be some blood from altcoins again. Then this is a good sign. This is a Shiba against Ethereum, and what we're seeing is that we have this triangle formation, and we did broke down from this triangle formation. I'm not too concerned about this. I think this will still eventually follow this pattern. Why do I think that? Because altcoins, as you can see, they have very extreme moves at extreme periods. So it is very normal for an altcoin to leave the trajectory, to leave the structure, and then just a little bit later to come back into that structure. And we're already getting a little bit buying support right now. So we're getting a small green candle right here. So we see that this level is significant because we had previous support there. I think this is a good sign, and that shows as well that memes can be setting up for a comeback. I'm very early maybe right now. Maybe it will still take a little bit of time. As you can see here, it also took a little bit of time, but I think personally that it is going to happen. Well, the positive thing from if we look at the altcoins, is similar as to Bitcoin, is we could be seeing an ABC correction. So we have an ABC correction, and that is pretty beautiful, because if we have then a wave right here, ABC correction, then we can have a third wave right here, because this is 1, 2, 3, another correction, and then we have another last rally, which will make altcoins really going into a blow off top. But this would be a very plausible scenario and very bullish scenario for altcoins, but that also means that we shouldn't go too much lower than from the levels that we are right now. Something that I shared also in previous videos, guys, that we do not want to see this pullback going too deep, right? We test resistance another time. A pullback is okay, but we want to make another layer, another bottom, and then we want to test resistance and really just break out. Then, guys, when we have a look at the stablecoin dominance, a little bit mixed signals right here, but to be honest, all in all, also not too bad, because what we are seeing right here is that we have a high in the price, or maybe we can even look at this high. That might be better. We look at this high, and then we look at what it does in the momentum indicator. It is right here. Now we broke out from the resistance, and now we actually created a new high. So that is something to take into consideration in the short-term time frame. This is transitioning into an uptrend, but on the momentum indicator, we've created a higher high compared with this one. So on the momentum indicator, we have a higher high, but in the price, we have a lower high. This is called a hidden bearish divergence, and this is exactly what I wanted to see, what I shared with you a couple of days ago, guys, that we want to see this breaking out, but we do not want to see a lot of momentum coming with that breakout, and we do not see that happening. We not see a lot of momentum because we are just at these highs. We did broke above the high, but yeah, that's also something to be expected, but we did not see that big green candle. So it's holding pretty good, guys. We are still holding pretty good, and so far, all in all combined, if you look at all the metrics, in my personal perspective, it looks like a very much a healthy correction that we actually have been anticipating, so it shouldn't be coming as a surprise as well. So guys, that was the trading stuff about today's video. If you liked this update, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, guys. Very much appreciated. And guys, big news for Bybit, because Bybit just got a license in the European Union. They got their MiCA license, which means that for many European countries, they offer all services again. So yeah, guys, if you are interested in getting a Bybit account, make sure to join with the affiliate link down below in the description. I actually did some research because they have a very big deposit bonus going on, a deposit bonus of up to $30,000 US. So guys, I've made a calculation and I've compared the fees that you have to pay in order to get the trading volume, in order to get the trading bonus. I've compared all of these things together, and I actually came to the conclusion that if you want to have the top deposit bonus, you actually pay more money in fees. So I actually made a scheme right here where you can see exactly until which deposit bonus you actually get free money, and from where it actually becomes more of a discount of the fees. And basically said, guys, if your volume is going to be 10 million or lower, you will get free money in terms of this deposit bonus. But if your volume is higher than 10 million and you're going for that maximum deposit bonus, you actually just get a discount on your fees, because the fees will be bigger than the bonus that you get. But it's not all about this bonus, guys, because personally, I think that Bybit is really the best exchange out there. Bybit is definitely the exchange that I used for the longest time, the exchange that I have most of my assets on. I trust Bybit the most. It is the biggest exchange. It has the biggest liquidity. I almost never have slippage on this exchange. So yeah, guys, I think every trader that is not living in a restricted country should definitely have an account on Bybit, because it will provide you with the smoothest trading experience possible. But I know that for many it is not possible as well. But if you are living in Europe and you don't have a Bybit account, guys, then make sure to create one, and I would highly appreciate if you use the affiliate link down below in the description to create your account. Okay, guys, that was it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section what you think is going to happen with the price of Bitcoin, guys. And yeah, I want to wish every single one of you a very beautiful Sunday, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video. Bye bye.